beneath my head. I murmur to myself in vain. Get up, be a man. Courage at the end will be unavoidable. Why not have it now?
Shut up! Will you shut the fuck up?
Men going.
Why on earth would they give up their evening to do that? I mean, what is it for them?
Include them and make them want to come. Make something appealing to
like
them.
give them sweets? I mean, seriously.
If you had to eat a bowl of blood from anyone in the government...
If it was made into black pudding, I'd go for literally any of them.
He's kind of stepped forward for men and said, men are in pain, this is what they're going through at the moment. And it's weird because he's this kind of nerdy professor from Canada, and it's taken him to come out.
Some people think of him as an arsehole.
Are there any all-female flights?
We have the seats, ma'am, but it is a mixed flight. The next all-female flight is tomorrow.
We'll wait.
This is the emergency alert system, signing off for the final time. Your government thanks you for your cooperation.
I'm so sorry.
May God bless you. This is the emergency alert system, signing off for the final time.
See, what I like about that joke is the thought of the hardcore feminists in the audience sitting there going, yeah, that was quite clever.
And that is not funny.
All right, well, we'll start with that one example.
Why have we never had a black Doctor Who? They would rather have a dog do Doctor Who than a black person.
So what we did, the group of mothers that were in the refuge at the time, was decide that really what we needed were mentoring figures, like the mentor I had. And it was interesting because they unanimously said we must have and find good, gentle men.
And you get up every day and you go out to support, protect, provide. And you don't get any type of medal for it. You don't get any type of pat on the back. They don't give you the big piece of chicken anymore.
If you say to somebody, we're going to go into that room and you're going to see a victim and an abuser, and there's a man and a woman in that room, people can't help themselves. They will just see the male as the abuser and the female as the victim.
I've always fought for men's rights. I believe in, well, I'm a man. Why wouldn't I? They say, well, you're black. Why don't you talk for black rights? Sure, okay. Sure. But they never say, you're a man. Why don't you speak for men's rights? Yeah. And that dynamic right there is the reason why I wanted to get in front of the world if I could.
If you were living at large over the New Year period, then you may have missed the news that I've prepared a lovingly curated 31-day lucky bag of glass blind spot related archives, outtakes and oddities to help get you through those January blues. They mark the launch of my new channel, Blindsides, which will feature content that complements and expands on the themes and issues explored by the glass blind spots. It's also a bit of an insurance policy in case YouTube suddenly decide to drop the hammer, and an algorithm experiment. So I'm interested to see how much momentum I can build by the end of the month. You have just been watching a very quick snapshot of the sort of thing you may have missed over the past week alone. So if you haven't already, why not take a punt, subscribe, and come and join us on the other side? Who knows, it might just make your month.
This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change.
So one can only assume that the black pudding of humans would taste not dissimilar to the black pudding of pigs.
Can't you see it too? There's an elephant in the room.